There's a lot of YouTubers right now that are kind of just crying about the Dolphins, and I get it. We suck. But there are some bright spots, and I think a lot of the time people don't watch film and they just get an opinion. A lot of the writers, they just get an opinion and they just run with it, And again, I want to preface that Jonah is a rookie, and we're going to do a Kenneth Grant film breakdown probably tomorrow or something along those lines. Even though this game was horrible, Jonah probably had one of his better games. He's starting to kind of slowly get it, and yeah, I mean, Kenneth Grant had his best game, and he looked like something that you could definitely put on the field. But again, I have a lot of YouTubers that they don't really understand or watch film. They don't really understand football or anything like that, and they cry about stuff and they just make up narratives that aren't real. And I think you can look at Jonah and you can have the same thing that you've always had, but you need to see, is he getting better each week? And again, it's a rookie, a second-round rookie. It's not even like a highly touted first-round pick. It's a second-round rookie that you're starting off rip. And the problem is that he's a rookie, and I think a lot of people just throw the word bust around all the time, and this is why you have people like Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield and who's another one? Jared Goff and players like that people will throw around the word bust all the time because they want instant gratification, and you have to wait a second for some of these guys to get it right. This is the NFL. It's very difficult to be successful here, but he showed a lot more in this game. You're going to see this is a run by Devon Achane, and he pretty much, again, holds his own. There's going to be another run play that we'll see in a little bit where he basically opens the hole for Devon Achane. It's pretty awesome to see that. Again, this is going to be a nonchalant play, but he gets his assignment. He blocks like he needs to block, and, again, positive rep. I think a lot of people think that every rep that Jonah takes, he's just a complete nincompoop, and it's not the case. You're just focusing on the one or two bad plays, which, yes, there is a play here that there was a miscommunication, but for the most part, most of the plays were good. And you're going to see that a lot in this game. Again, you see Jonah right there. He's pushing his guy. He's doing what he needs to do. That's a play that you want to see from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the play. 72 right there. And you're going to see it's like he's going to do exactly what he needs to do on this play. Drop bat, hike, gets his guy. And again, there's a little lane for Devon Achane. It's a perfect play. Positive rep. I'm going to keep saying that after every single rep that he takes, because you're going to see you're building on something. It's not someone that was going to come out. This is not a blue chip player. It's just someone that needs work. And he's starting to get better. Now the play right here pretty much stonewalls his pass rusher. This is a beautiful play. This is something that, again, you want to see from him. Like I said, people hold on to these narratives and they just go, oh, the offensive line sucks, so that must mean that Jonah sucked. No, not necessarily. It looked like a lot more like Borum and Cole Strange. Look at this block right there. That was beautiful. Completely stops his defender. Does exactly what he needs to do. That was perfect. It's going to be an incomplete pass to Waddle. And again, some of these plays, coaching, some of them are actually Tua just not shifting the protection and just kind of rolling with the play. See right here. Again, has his guy. Did a great job right there. Did a great job. And unfortunately the pass is incomplete to Waddle, but you're going to see right over here, he's going to stop his guy, and he's going to pretty much get the pass off from Patrick Paul. It's a positive play. Boom. Stops his dude. Tua has enough time to throw, and who knows who he's throwing to. Honestly, a lot of this, man, if I could be real with you, a lot of it looks like Tua. Looks like Tua not calling protections. It looks like Tua just kind of like rolling with whatever the play is. And I don't know. I just think at this point you need a change at quarterback Because there's a lot of times where you see blitzes and he just doesn't switch the protection. He's just kind of going through the motions. And I think at this point, maybe, he's just not here anymore, which is unfortunate to say because I did like Tua as a quarterback, but it just doesn't look like he's here right now. And again, you run these screenplays, it's hard to get a gauge on Jonah and what he's about. So we're just going to do the first half because the second half, it was not great. It's supposed to be a screen pass, but I think if I see correctly, it looked like, Aaron Brewer and everybody just didn't get their blocks. I mean, they kind of knew we were running screens, so it's kind of hard to do anything because they knew what we were doing. This one is going to be the run play that I talk about. Literally this play, Jonah is the reason for the hole. You're going to see right here. He's going to push up. He's going to swing, block, and then swing around the defender. You see that right there. That's the reason for that hole. Jonah is the reason for a 46-yard run play. A lot of these people aren't going to talk about that. They're just going to say Jonah sucks. I want you guys to watch this play. This is key right here. I want you to see this because this is Jonah pretty much opening the hole. You're going to see them hike the ball. He's going to block his defender and then shift perfectly around him so that he can't get to the outside. That's exactly what you want to see. This is how it's designed. He blocks him and then gets around him. That's exactly what you want to see and completely opens up that hole. That was a great Jonah play. Now, of course, you're going to see him on the floor and they'll probably say like he did something bad. They're not really looking at the play. That play is designed for him to get out there, block, and then shift around so that he can open that hole. You're going to see right here. Does exactly what he needs to do on that play. It's completion to Waddle. And to me, it looked like Tua kind of farted that ball out. I don't know what the hell that was. Like, luckily Waddle caught it, but it just looked like he just kind of like farted that ball out. Like, look how low that ball is. I don't understand what that is. If you give him a shot, he might have a chance to take that upfield or something. And this is going to be a play right here. Jonah does his thing. It's just Borum and Cole Strange mostly. Borum is all right. But as you can see right there, the play, I don't know. Sometimes it looks like Tua. Like, sometimes it just looks like Tua not recognizing the protections. Because you'll see right here. Watch Jonah. He's going to get his guy. He's going to move up to the second level. But, I don't know. It just, again, like, the play is designed a certain way. And it just, the design doesn't make any sense. Like, you would think, I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be a Patrick Paul, but I don't think Patrick Paul would willingly just not block somebody. It's like, it seems like the play is designed to just have him let a free run. But this is where, as like a coach and a quarterback, maybe you audible, you do something. But right here, you're just going to see Patrick Paul blocks nobody. Jonah, if Patrick Paul blocks this defender right here, if he stops him right here, that's going to be a hole that Devon Achane or Ollie Gordon can go through. He just blocks nobody. Which to me, what it looks like is this is the way the play is designed. For Patrick Paul to come over here and just not block that guy. Which makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. You can swallow it up right there. This looks like play designs that are just stupid. And this is where you see the mix of things. This is why I think some of these rookies are struggling, because the coaching and the quarterback are just not doing what they need to do. This is going to be a 2-yard run, but you're going to see Jonah gets right in front of him. And unfortunately, he gets tripped up. But, again, Jonah, positive play. So far, you have seen every single play that Jonah has touched. It's a positive play. He's done everything that he needed to do. Every single thing. Right there. Blocks his defender like he needs to. If you're expecting him to just go up and slam into the guy and lock him down like he's, Andrew Whitworth. It's just not going to happen right now. But he's doing exactly what he needs to do. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And what this one looks like, you're going to see right here. This just looks like Tua doesn't shift the protection. You see all these guys up front. There's no dummy call. There's no, blue 42, height, and then you see if somebody, comes up. No, it looks like Tua just rolls with the play regardless of what's going to happen. And this is where, again, when people start calling for Tua, this is where I kind of see it. Because right here, you're going to see, like, when you look at this, you have your 5 offensive linemen right here. You see most of these guys shifted to the right, and this guy, again, he's looking at you. He's not even looking at the wide receiver. Like, as a quarterback, when you're scanning the field, you're going to look at that. And you're going to see right here, like, you should see this. You should see this. You should see that this guy is creeping forward. Tua doesn't even recognize it. And then on top of that, nobody here recognizes it. Nobody here. So nobody even comes close. Like, this is what I don't get about this coaching staff and this quarterback. And of course, you have Larry Borum trying to block 2 guys. You didn't shift the protection, so now you have Patrick Paul or Aaron Brewer and Jonah over here. Impossible to go get over there. And it's an incomplete pass. If Tua just shifts this protection, which you'll see right here, this is where I'm starting to think that it's more coaching and Tua. You see this right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people looking like they're blitzing, and they're mostly shifted to your right-hand side. You're going to see something. You see a blitz like this, you call a dummy snap. It's a 3rd and 9. You need to see what they're doing. Call a dummy snap. Something along those lines to test, to see if somebody moves out of place that you can recognize. And then on top of that, as you shift this, you still haven't called any protection at all. You haven't even noticed that this guy's been staring at you the whole time. And then you just hike the ball. It's impossible for you to have good offensive line play. You got Larry Borum trying to block 2 people because you don't want to shift the protection. Whereas if you look at this and you shift the protection to your right, I want you to see this. Instead of him going this way, he goes that way. Instead of him going this way, he goes that way. Instead of him trying to block 2 people, he blocks him. And then you have Jonah taking him on, Patrick Paul taking him on. He goes into coverage. You have everyone blocked. But instead, Tua doesn't do anything with the protection. Aaron Brewer doesn't do anything with the protection. And you just kind of roll with the play on how it's going to be. If you shifted it to your right, you block everybody. You're putting yourself in positions to fail. 3 and out. You score a field goal. This looks like the quarterback, guys. It looks like the quarterback and the coach. That's what it's starting to look like. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it just doesn't look like the rookies. It doesn't look like a team. It looks like the quarterback and the coach are the issues, and they're just not fixing them, especially the quarterback. It's like you're 4 years into the league. Yeah? You 100% should be calling out protections. There's no way you didn't see that. So you see right here. Here's Jonah again. And again, you're going to see him. It's positive play. This is exactly what you want him to do. That's the way the play is designed. You have a lot of screens. But like I said, it just looks like we're just kind of like going up to the huddle and just hiking the ball. It just doesn't seem like we're trying to do anything. It just looks like he goes up to the huddle, hikes the ball, and that's it. And that's why they're getting us on these things. Maybe, again, maybe I was too naive to notice it. I thought he was calling, but he just seems to not be doing anything right now. And, we'll probably I want to get to the play where Jonah does screw up. But again, you're going to see right here, he's blocking his man. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. And I think, again, this was a shift that Tua does not do. He doesn't shift the protection to the right. You're going to see all of these guys. And it also, I'm pretty sure this play was also a bad block. But again, I want you guys to see this. This is a play action. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 against your 7. But you have somebody rolling out. It's a play action. I want you guys to see this. Again, he pulls out. So you should bang right, shift the protection to this side because he pulls out. So now you have 2 on 2, and you're rolling that way. You're going to roll over here. So you want to bang right, get these guys blocked from the right-hand side. But we don't do that. And then pretty much what ends up happening, instead of hitting a bang right and trying to block the right-hand side and letting your 2 guys get these guys, because you're rolling out this way, so it's going to be very hard for these guys to come all the way around and get you. You know, again, you have certain calls for this. Instead of doing that, we just let this guy, just a free rush, right onto it. And this is not the offensive line's fault. You have Alec Ingold here. Number one, you only have like one receiver out here. So I don't even understand this play one bit. This looks like a Mike McDaniel and a possible Tua just complete screw up. Because you just have a free rusher. Nobody blocks this guy. I don't understand these plays. You know, again, this is where Mike McDaniel, he sucks. You know, and Mike McDaniel sucks. This is the play call. Even if it's a Mike and a Tua thing. Because again, on that play, you have nobody over here. You're rolling out to the right and you have nobody over here. You don't audible out of this. You don't slide the protection to your right. You have a free rusher with all the routes going this way from this side. Again, look at this guy. And I want to show you this. This is I'm kind of thinking it's a Tua thing. If you bang right, watch, you shift the protection. You clearly see this guy. So regardless, you're rolling out that way. You want to shift the protection to your right because you're rolling that way. If you do that, you're going to see he's going to block this guy. He is probably going to block this guy. They might roll out and block this guy. So again, you bang right. Instead of, this is the play design, you know, and this is where, again, it makes me think it's Mike McDaniel. Yeah, it's just a bad play call. There's nothing you can do about that because the play is designed to block to the left. It's just a stupid play. That's a Mike McDaniel screw up. Again, I think the problem with this team is not the rookies. Jonah had a good game. He had a good game. Look at this. He does his thing. He gets in front of the players. I don't know where Tua is throwing. You know, and unfortunately, I think Cole and Larry Borum just kind of screw up. You got Myles Garrett right here, so unfortunately, he just dominated this game. Again, you see him. He's right in front of his guy. He picks up the switch. And you're just going to see, you know, right around Larry Borum, right around Cole Strange. And I don't know. I think at this play, it looked like Nick just didn't even look for the ball. It was very weird. So, yeah, it is what it is. You're going to see Jonah right here. And this is going to be the play where Jonah kind of whiffs. It's like one play into the second quarter. And you're going to see Jonah finally, yes, he whiffed on this block. 100%. I totally get it. This was a bad play by Jonah. This was something that he would definitely want to have back. But again, if you're going to sit here and tell me that the rookie pretty much went a whole quarter, almost 2 quarters, without a screw up, I'm taking that. It's a rookie. He's a 20-year-old kid. I don't understand what these people want from this guy. This is a screen, and it's just a failed screen. Like, throws the ball to the floor, and unfortunately Tua can't get the ball out quick enough. It's not a Tua thing. It's just Aaron Brewer just kind of messed up the snap. Totally screws up the play. Really bad. Just an unfortunate snap. I want you guys to look at this. It's beautiful. It's not the greatest block in the world, but he's a rookie. He gets in front of his guy. He stops him. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. That's all you can ask for your offensive lineman. 4 seconds from your offensive lineman, that's all you can ask for. If you're sitting there thinking you're going to get 10 seconds from Jonah. And let me ask you something. 95. Who's 95? I want you to understand who that is. I want everyone to look at this play. Who's 95? That's Myles Garrett. Jonah Savaiinea is one-on-one with Myles Garrett, and he blocks him. That's incredible. Look at this. Jonah is one-on-one with Myles Garrett, and he blocks him. Just unfortunate of the play, but he blocked Myles Garrett. That's phenomenal. I don't know what else you want from your rookie. He's getting better. It's going to be the last play that we do. Yeah, that was just a false start. So again, I want you guys to understand this. Now, we're not going to get into the third and fourth quarter. It's just too much. But the whole half, you're seeing a lot of good things from Jonah. He looks good. You have to give him a second. Again, there's a lot of good things. He opened up a lane for Devon Achane, and he went one-on-one with Myles Garrett and was able to stop him. Now, of course, if you're expecting him to sit there for 10 seconds in blocking Myles Garrett, I'm going to tell you what, brother. Not many people can do that. There's not many Pro Bowlers that can do that. Needless to say, a rookie. But he's doing better. And I just want everybody to see that. Stop listening to some of these guys that come up with their narratives and they just say, oh, he sucks, and they never see anything different. He's getting better. 100%. Just got to give him time.